From an undisclosed location in North America, you're watching Card to Card. And this episode of Card to Card, we're going to delve into, for the first time, the Metazoo native set. And this is the Iktomi beastie. It's a beastie trickster. Really cool art here. And I definitely wanted, this was the first card that I was like, wow, I really want to find out what is the deal with Iktomi. And it looks like the art is really cool. Looks like he's maybe puppeteering a Bigfoot. So pretty cool art there. This is, of course, the first edition art by Kelsey Johnson. And like many cards in the native set of Metazoo, a lot of these cards are based on Native American legends. And there's even some really cool dual aura, like alternate art cards that are actually done by famous Native American artists, which are like serial numbered. So I've never seen one. I don't know if anybody's ever pulled one yet, but they're out there in those the Metazoo native boxes. But let's go on and talk about Iktomi. So Iktomi is described as a spider trickster spirit, and he's kind of like a cultural hero slash villain of the Lakota Native Americans. And the Lakota Native Americans, I believe they are in like the North and South Dakota area, is where their lands were or are, and it is interesting to point out that Iktomi can appear as a spider or in human form. And you can see here, it looks like he might have 8 legs. Like that might be the spider form, and you can see a web in the background. So, like, I really like the art. The art in the native set, guys, is the best art Metazoo's ever put out. It's really good. And I can't wait to open some on the channel. But, you know, back to Iktomi, as a human, when he's in human form, he wears like a red, yellow, and white paint, and he has black rings around the eyes. And I actually have a modern rendition of Iktomi that I wanted to show, kind of like what he looks like in the culture, in the Lakota culture. One second, I gotta bring it up here. There it is. Okay, so, and like always, guys, images may be disturbing. This is an artist's rendition, but it's kind of a scary looking individual here. I think I'm gonna turn the light off because it's a really dark image. There you can kind of see Iktomi. So as you can see, a lot of red paint, red garb there. The eyes, definitely painted black around the eyes. So that is like a modern artist rendition of Iktomi. Okay. So pretty interesting. I really like that art on that illustration also. Well, Iktomi, he's the imp of mischief, and he delights in making others look ridiculous. And there's actually a very complex story as to how Iktomi came about, but you know, this would be a really long video talking about this story, but kind of boils down to him being sort of like the Native American version of Loki. And his very essence represents the confusion between wisdom and folly. So, a very interesting character here. He would play malicious tricks on ones who would make fun of his unusual looks. Most of his schemes would end up with him in ruin, with his intricate plans backfiring on him. So, really interesting. And we actually have video coming up soon of one of these stories of Iktomi. It's told by Native American. Well, Iktomi is a shapeshifter, and he can use strings to control humans like puppets, and you can definitely see that in the image here, he's got his hands there with puppet strings with his Bigfoot down there. Really cool. So they definitely did the research on the art on this card. But it brings out that, however, the trickster is capable of being serious and comes to the aid of the Lakota people in many of the legends. And so basically, Iktomi is not really what I would call a cryptid, like like a Bigfoot or Chupacabra. There's so many great cryptids in MetaZoo, like the Lake Worth monster. All these things. It's more of a Native American legend, and there are actually no recorded sightings of Iktomi, and there's not things written down about Iktomi. It's basically an oral retelling of Iktomi stories throughout the generations. Okay, but I did talk about this video. Let's go ahead and roll this video of a Native American man telling an Iktomi story. And this kind of like maybe can shed more light onto what the Native Americans, how they pass these stories on down from generation to generation. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Hi kids, I want to share with you another Iktomi story. Well, here it was. Iktomi was walking along on this breezy day, and it was hot. So he gets out his handkerchief, he shakes it out, and the wind takes it out of his hands. He reaches for it, but it flies up into this tree, and it gets caught on a branch. And he says, "Oh, how am I going to get my handkerchief down?" And here comes this nice looking young man. He had on real nice buckskin shirt, leggings, beautiful moccasins. He had a beaded necklace on. And Iktomi says, "Hello, little brother. You look very nice today." "I am sad." So the young man says, "Why are you sad?" "My handkerchief, it blew up into the tree. And then my arms are not strong enough to get me to go get my tree, go get my handkerchief. Maybe I can help you." "Yes, yeah, you're young, you're strong. You could do it for me. But look how you're dressed. Why get these clothes? These are very nice clothes. Why should you mess them up? I will watch them for you. Take them off and pile them here. And go up and get my handkerchief for me." The young man says, "Sure, okay." So he takes off all his clothes and lays them down. He told me, looking at them, "Oh, these are nice." The young man says, "What's that?" "No, just be careful. Be careful as you're going up. Don't you fall from there." The young man is going higher and higher and higher up into the tree. And as he rounds the tree to get up even higher, Iktomi looks up and says, "Thank you." And said, "Thank you? I haven't got your handkerchief yet." "No, for the fine clothes." And he takes the clothes and he runs off with all those nice new clothes.
Okay, so that was a little bit of a long story to get to the little funny ending there, but you kind of see, how the stories of Iktomi, there's got to be tons of different stories of, him playing tricks on people and all sorts of stuff like that. This is the part of the video where we take a closer look at the art and looking at the card and see if we see like any special like Easter eggs and stuff. So first of all, I would say, okay, so the origin is Lakota, which we definitely were able to verify that in South Dakota. His attack there is "Trick the Pheasants." And the flavor text Wow, that is small. I think it tells you how to say it. Iktomi, from Lakota something. I think that's just like a pronunciation guide of the cryptid or of the card and where it originates from. He is the master of games and tricks both gods and humans. He uses strings of fate to control people like puppets. Okay, so that's definitely what we found out on the research that we did. But fantastic art. I love the color that they're using here. I love that they're showing him kind of like in human form and in spider form. And I love the little Bigfoot there that he's controlling it like a puppet. But anyway, so if you're in the Dakota areas, maybe going to Mount Rushmore or whatever, and you feel like a little tug on your shoulder there, keep your eyes out for Iktomi.